So you have two versions of masculinity. You have two definitions of what masculinity is. You have the one version that the society defined what it is, which is, working and looking tough and basically working towards your goals and trying to succeed and making a bunch of progress. Boom, 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 boom. That's masculinity. What that is defined by society, and I feel like masculinity, which is defined by God, is more so of developing traits like tranquility and peace, love, kindness. Jesus, like traits that Jesus Christ would have, basically. So most people, most men, they're on self-improvement. They they find a gym routine, they try to start a business and make money and all that, and they try to turn into this high value man. It's this version of themselves that everyone perceives as, you know, this tough guy. I'm big and strong. I'm big and tough and all that. And while it is very appealing for the average young man, 20, 21, 22, they look at that and they think, yeah, this is masculinity. This is what being a man is, being able to provide and having a lot of money and just being rich or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm not really going to get on here and say that there's any right or wrong way to do it, but at least in my opinion, like where I am in life right now, on my 40-day journey of this fast and how I've been trying my best to focus on what's most important, like meditating and just basically becoming the version of myself that I would be proud of. So, and I think as far as masculinity goes, there's a lot of different definitions of it. There's like a lot of different, because a lot of us we think that masculinity is truly like being at war all the time and, being in this competitive environment around a bunch of men. And yeah, what I'm saying, that's a big part of it. But if we really had to go all the way down to the core of what it is, like spiritually, I would think that, what I'm saying, the peace and tranquility and easygoing personality, the easygoing attitude, that is your masculine. That is when you are in your masculine, when you are just calm, you're chilling, you're not really too pressed, you're not too, what I'm saying, too crazy. The world is chaotic, the world is changing, the world is every second, there's something going on. But you allowing that, like you not allowing that to change you, what I'm saying? When you just stay still, you just focus, you're calm, you're relaxed, this stillness, that is what masculinity is. That is the true, what I'm saying, masculinity. Now that's not to say that all this other stuff, like being on your grind and being on your purpose and working 12 hours a day, or, what I'm saying, being super disciplined, is not like is a bad thing. When it's not a bad thing at all. I think it's actually good that having a lot of discipline and being able to perform under pressure and do things that you know that you need to do, what I'm saying, doing things that needs to be done and you get it done, that is a very strong definition of masculinity. But a lot of the times when we think about masculinity, we're too surface level, we're too superficial with it. We see things for like on the surface, We're like, okay, well, I have to be really mean to be, or I have to do something that I hate in order to be masculine or something like that. And the truth is, masculinity and femininity is more like energy. So when you give off that masculine energy, you're more so given the you are more so of a leader and someone who doesn't like you don't it's not like you're gonna know everything. It's like you're always gonna know everything, but you're very confident in your own plan. You're very confident in yourself. Like all of the trials and tribulations, they don't scare you. They don't throw you off track. You're not easily knocked down by one thing or one, what I'm saying, the stress and stuff like that of life. Yes, it's gonna affect you, but it doesn't make you change, change your personality or change who you are. You basically just stay firmly planted in the ground. You stay as this firm rock, who doesn't, you don't flinch, you don't back down and all that. You're just basically you're yourself unapologetically. So as far as masculinity goes, there's things that people say like, you can go to the gym and build up your body and your physique and stuff and build discipline and everything, but it's not really that simple as people, as they put it. It's a lot of people, they're not really experiencing it, so, like, for what it really is. So I feel that the best way to really, really understand masculinity, to understand femininity and all that, is to really and truly experience it for yourself. So it's not really something that can be explained, you know what I'm saying? You can't really explain step by step how to become more masculine or how to, how to be more feminine or something like that. These are basically what people say, being disciplined, being strong, like strength, and being, this certain version of yourself. These, when they say this stuff, these are actually just traits of what masculinity brings. So when you become masculine, you become more strong and stoic and disciplined. But just being, so we have to look at it in a larger, like the grand scheme of things. So just being more disciplined or being more tough or being more stern is it going to make you more masculine? Or, what I'm saying? It's just those are the traits of masculinity. You know what I'm saying? So the best way to go about it, to go about developing masculinity, even though I can't give you a step-by-step guide on how to do that, because we all know, go to the gym, talk with a deep voice, or be really calm, you know what I'm saying, and don't let people get you off track, or be like fight people and stuff like that. We know those are the surface level masculinity or whatever, or saying, not complaining, not fuming and fretting about stuff, just keeping a level-headed, positive mind. That's basically, in a nutshell, what masculinity is. But I think the best way to truly approach masculinity is the Bible, Christianity, spirituality, whatever you believe in. So for instance, I've been reading this book that I really enjoy, and it's called The Power in Positive Thinking, or The Magic in Positive Thinking, or something like that. And I got to go back and get the author's name and figure out. I'll probably put it in the description or whatever, whatever. I'll put that in there. But this book basically tells you things about how to be more positive, how to, have positive thoughts, be an easygoing person, like, no fuming, no fretting and stuff like that. Just natural, just things with that traits where you learn how to believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying? And in this book, it tells you that you should basically, for 15 to 30 minutes a day, you should basically go out and just have, like, silence, or you sit still, you stand still, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. And you develop this mindset. You develop this mindset about yourself that you were strong, you were confident, you all these things about you, these positive things about yourself, and you begin to believe them. You begin to understand that you control your reality. You shape everything that happens into your life. And it's not really about what happens to you, it's really about how you respond to it. So learning the basic principles of the Bible, and things that you should live by, that will really, really help you get a better idea of what masculinity is by learning from God. Because Jesus Christ, God is the most masculine there can be. He is the most masculine. So, that being said, that's what you got to do. Go read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And do things like that. Because these people on YouTube and everybody, they can tell you one side of it, like what their definition of it is. But truth is, this is going to depend on your own experiences and your knowledge, the things you know about life. So this just depends on your own growth, So back in the past, I used to really struggle with that. I was really trying to figure out what masculinity is. And something else about masculinity, I think you got to believe that you're masculine too. You got to believe, I'm masculine. And you know what I'm saying? You got to wake up in the morning and tell yourself, I am masculine. Then you become masculine. You know what I'm saying? You don't, if you tell yourself you're not that, if you tell yourself you're not masculine, or you're, whatever you want to be, you tell yourself you're not that, then you're not going to be that. That's just, that's just the truth. You gotta see yourself as that type of person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see yourself like that. So, it's all about your self-image. Honestly, that's really what it's about. And tranquility and peace and stuff like that. And like just being able to sit still. Being able to sit still will go a long way. That'll really, like, when you're just flowing, you're not thinking about anything at all. You don't. What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? Stuff like that. You're just flowing and you're just living life. That's where masculinity comes from. You'll just figure it out. I have confidence in you. I believe that you will figure it out. But I'm not one of these people that tell you, 3 ways to become more masculine. Go to the gym. Like, no, I'm not doing all that. Or wear these certain types of clothes, or walk this way, walk with your chest up and all that. No, that shit, that they just doing that to get some views and all that. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sugarcoat and tell you, oh yeah, you gotta be stoic and you gotta do this and that. It's that and the third. I feel like that's up for you. That's up to you to learn on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I tell you that you got to be strong, or you got to be disciplined, or you got to be stoic, you're going to get very caught up in that one thing. You're going to be trying to get these traits. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be trying to emulate all of those things. And you don't actually become more masculine by doing that. You become more masculine by becoming more masculine, if you get what I mean. And I'm starting to understand the real truth of it. So I'm going to try to find an example. I was going to use an example about myself, but I'm not going to do that. About my, hopefully y'all will understand what I was talking about. But it's like this. If you want to become a duck, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a bird or something like that. You can quack all you want. You can walk like a duck and you can talk like a duck, but you're not a damn duck. You can act like a duck, but you're not a duck. You can even believe, you know what I'm saying? You can believe you're a duck, and maybe you'll end up being a duck or something like that to yourself, But you can't mimic all the behaviors of someone, of something, of a duck or a bird or chicken. You want to, bob your head like a chicken or something like that, a rooster. Cuckoo. Cock-a-doodle-doo, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You actually gotta be a duck, you know what I'm saying? So when you are a duck, don't be a duck. I'm just using it as an example. But if you were a duck, you would quack. You wouldn't be trying to force yourself to do anything. You just be natural. That's really all it is. So, yeah, I feel like if you take anything from this video, is that you really just have to be natural. You have to be you. You have to go in the direction of God. That's the best thing I can tell you. And I know that's probably not what most people are looking for. They're looking for a quick answer, but they feel like they can become or change overnight or whatever. But truth is, you have a journey to go on. And I'm also on a journey. And if you'd be interested in following my journey and taking inspiration from me and all that, just like, comment, and subscribe and stuff. My name is Raheem the Goat. So never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. Peace.